Hi everybody, Adam Savage in my cave with a rebuild. Specifically because you're never actually done. It's a process, not a project. That might be the tagline for our whole channel. This is my portable soldering station. It has a hook for securing it to the side of my electronics cart. It has a couple of helping hands. These were supposedly for tape and solder, and these were for some wire strippers. And it's time to rebuild this. I am not an expert at electronics. I have the phone numbers of people who are experts with electronics, and that's how I deal with my electronics issues. However, I can complete a circuit if need be. Right. I think. Oh, okay. Anyway, so I built this soldering station a while back, and there are a bunch of things about it that are great and a bunch of things that don't work at all. And so I'm going to rebuild it to remove the latter category. One of the things that doesn't work at all that bugs the crap out of me and I can't really fix it is the fact that this adapter I have takes DeWalt batteries, and if you leave them in it, it will drain them until they're dead and useless. That is a sad story. So every time I use this, I remember most of the time to pull the battery out. I lose about one a year. Makes me sad, but the convenience of being able to move this around, it's totally worth it. So I'm not going to even deal with that problem. I'm going to keep the battery on the bottom. I am going to probably extend the helping hand arms because I could use a little more length out of them. I don't need this extra little shelf here. It is not useful to me. The only thing I ever used it for was to clean the tip of my soldering iron on the brass curly cues on Shirley Temple's hair here. That's the technical term. And then where the solder goes, where the sidewalk ends, where the solder goes is also has never quite worked. And I built this. I put this little thing here for a micro torch because I use micro torches all the time, and I put the handle in the way. That was a mistake that became apparent the second I finished it, and well, now here we are a couple years later, and I'm finally dealing with it. So we're going to rebuild this. I'm going to cut it up. I'm really seriously probably going to cut this into pieces and reconfigure some chunks because, like, I've already done all this work in here, down here where the battery goes, and I actually like the way. Well, yeah. At any rate, there are some things to do. And I'm going to do them. And then we're going to end up with, my goal is, it might end up being the same height. I built it with a small footprint because I really like that. And the small footprint isn't bad, but maybe I want to lower the whole thing down and make the whole thing a little smaller. I think that's the main deal we're going to do here is we're going to smallin this entire arrangement. And figure out a better solution for that. I'm going to wrap my head around it for a little while. Everybody should have a sacrificial chisel in their collection. That's this one. This is a chisel on which I practice sharpening, and I abuse the crap out of it. I'm not afraid to go through nails. It's just nice to have one you don't care about. See this? That's useful right there. That is useful. Let's see. I like this one better, but I'll pop out its handle because I don't need the handle because I'm hotter than a candle, too hot to handle. I'm sloppy like Oscar, but neat like Tony Randall. So I'm just pulling apart pieces and keeping what I like and getting rid of what I don't. This could just live here. Oh, right, I know where it comes from. Right. I need to cut a notch right out of here. And while normally I'd use a Forstner bit, I happen to have my annular cutter arbor set up in the mill. So I'm just going to use that to carve that out. And we're going to run this at a very slow speed. Oh, right. And I don't want any blowouts. So of a floor. Yeah. There we go. Ooh. Oh, here. Let's get you a better view. There you go. Annular cutters for the win. Look at that beautiful thing. Oh, the interior finish of that is fantastic. Yeah. All right. So I've cut that little channel out of there, and I'm just going to sand it so it's nice. Then I think I'm going to attach that there, but you know what? I'm going to sand that smooth, and I'm going to drive these two screws all the way through. That way they're touching this to that, that to this, and all the, yeah, let's try that. There, yeah. Okay. Nice. So if that goes like that and this goes here, it doesn't get in the way. No, it doesn't. All right. Well, the first thing I know is that that sits like that. The helping hands sit there. And that this probably, no, it doesn't because it comes all the way up. Yeah, to be fair, that's not bad. It's a nice little enclosure, as it were. Oh, yeah, that needs a little help. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Helping hands are in, and they're glued. I'm happy with that. So now the question is, yeah, I think this really does go here. And then I put a thing here, and on that I put this, and maybe this, and maybe a handle. Okay. Go here and here, put it down here, try and get it, and then get that. Any of you who have been lucky enough to work with the inimitable Steve-O Christensen, one of my old producers from Mythbuster days, knows the whistle speak. Yeah. Okay. Ho! Don't fall. Don't fall. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, so that sits like that. I need the bigger platform. So now I need a scrap of wood that fits there. All right. Now let's see. Hey. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So if what I need to have on here is that, that, and that. See, yes. Okay. I'm getting clever now. Yeah. I kind of really want to do that. I kind of do. And I'm gonna. Okay, so, right. I want to do, let's cut this in half. Hold on. So, every now and then you walk up to a saw with a piece of wood that is a certain length and you're like, put it on the table saw and you rip it and you think, that's half. I am of what is that? I'll tell you exactly what that is. Hang on. What is the difference between what is the weight of an unladen swallow? Right there. What is that distance? I'm going to say that is 30 thousandths. 0.8 millimeters? Let's find out. Oh, we'll use the step function here. So, I like playing games, and I like not only being within 30 thousandths of an inch of exactly the halfway mark while cutting the saw freehand. It's very exciting. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because it's a pleasurable moment. And then being able to properly estimate that it's 30 thou, another pleasurable moment. All right, so let's see. What I want to do here is something along the lines of, it just comes up here like this and sandwiches that. And then this guy, right, so, is that? Hang on. Good. Move now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that pops right out. Excellent. This I like better. Slower profile. The slower profile. All right, so let's I'm just going to make it hit this one. And then I'm not going to worry about it because I don't think I'll use this for like 10 more years. So yeah, I don't have to make it adjust to the other one that's slightly bigger. No. All right. So if this sits like this. Oh, right. Okay, so wait a second. Yes. Okay. So if that comes off like that, and then this comes off like this. Wait for it. Gilly. Wait. There it is. That's before. This lives there, and this lives there. Let's see if this fits in. Call it. I think it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, that's way too big. Way too big. That's got a ganch one. No, that's not going to do it. All right, then I'll just screw this down through this into there, and that's how that will go. Yeah, just like that. I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Here we go. So we do this. Oh, look at that. 3 little screw holes. I'm not going to worry about those because I'm just going to come through the bottom here. Like this. Hey, you don't like to drill. try this one. There we go. So then, yeah, not going anywhere. All right, excellent. I think we can pop that back out because I don't need it in there right now. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to cut some notches in here. Okay, so that was like, oh, right, I need to, right, I'm gonna drill a hole right about there, yeah, right, oh, hey, don't fall off. Well, this is what's gonna happen. These go here, that goes there. That sits between those. Yes, you're starting to see the structure here, eh? It's starting to become apparent. All right, and that. Great. Okay, so I want to drill that hole. It's a glorious day when one can achieve a press fit between a dowel, oh, that's great, and a, oh, that's wonderful, just the best. And I put these backwards. Yeah, there we go. So these gonna live. Yeah. Starting to become clear, yeah? This is wonderful. Okay, so that's going to live like that. And I want the solder. First of all, it should come up and over like a roll of toilet paper. That's number one. Number two is I want a hole that it can come through that I can dispense as much as I need, but not more. I lose a lot of solder that way. So, but also if I do this, I think I can almost attach this thing because that lives here. And then the question is, yeah, see, I think that's. So now what I need is a piece of wood that goes in here. And it's going to hold that so that the soldering iron can sit out there like that. That's great. And that's out of the way of this. I can still get to this from everywhere. I can dun 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 dun. Not even, but yeah, okay. So then I need a piece of wood that is that wide. Oh, no. Hey, don't you get stuck in there. Does this need to be here? Kind of does. It kind of does. Okay, so then. So this lives here, and this lives here. Yeah, that's not. Oy. That's definitely in my way. Am I right that that's in my way? I feel like that's in my way. Okay, I'll cut this down. Put that down, drill a hole. Okay, so this is great. This allows the soldering iron to live there, which is wonderful. And that goes in there. And, yeah, okay. So then the question is, what happens up here, right? I mean, I guess that could live there. I guess there's no reason it couldn't. It's funny. It's a little bit funny. All right, let's try it. We're gonna try it. Sorry, I don't mean to inhibit you from being able to see all the hot Forstner bit on wood action that I've got going on here. So let's oh, like a sunrise. Okay, then see, that can live there, and this can live there, which is great, which I love, and it still gives me access to this business. It doesn't inhibit it at all, actually. Okay, great. So I'm happy with that, and I kind of think that oh, right, I still have that problem to solve. Okay, great. Then I need a handle thing up here, which is not a problem. I think I know exactly how I want that one to work. That's going to be at a base 3/4 hands across the water. What? Anyway, so I'll have a little bit of a doohickey doodad that sits there that holds on to that, and just is a little bit of a forky fork. Yeah. So that it sits that way. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And the answer is maybe. I'm going to have to custom make a little machine part for this. Oh, this is going to be sweet business. All right. Okay. So what I've determined is that the soldering iron sits in here, and this will sit in here. However, that's a little flippy floppy, so I'm going to cut a piece of this tube, about 2 inches of it, and get a little bit of a flange so that it fits inside this hole. And yeah, it's going to be really, really sweet. So let's see. I got to swap out the chuck. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that won't go. Great. really don't like that part. And the first pass at putting a cam lock chuck in is just to get all the cams turned a small amount. Come on. That's it. You want to get them all to engage. And then you go and tighten them in opposites, just like putting on a car tire. Tighten that one. And then it's opposite. This is how I do it. Just to make sure. This is going to be such a sweet little piece of mechanism. I'm very excited about it. So the first thing I need to do is open up this hole so it fits that. And it's only a little bit that I need to open it up. So let's okay, so happy with that, and I can move that up here. I can move this to here, and now we need to know what's the right. Okay, yeah, I can do this from both ends. Yeah, great. So then the question is, now we're just going to eyeball this. We're going to get real close, and then we'll figure it out. I think that's enough. Okay. Let's go. Yep. See that? Let's go try that out. Perfect. I'm very happy with that. Oh, God, the press fits. So, does it look like that? That lives like that. That will live there. This will live here. Which I dig. I dig that about you, Jerry. And that's right. That I dig. I'm happy with that. So, what do we do now? We are almost there. So I still need to work this business out, this malarkey. So there's why do I insist on talking while I'm moving this? I don't know why. All right. So I want when this goes into its slot, I want a little fork that holds that so you know where it goes and why it goes there. And I'm about to make a slot for that fork here in my mill. Well, I can show you like this. Good enough. I went to a lot of trouble. All right, so there's the slot, and here is the test piece that's gonna. Oh, see that? I love the press fits. And then this is going to get a notch out of it that receives the this bad boy. Okay. Hey. I tell you. All right. There we go. So then those, that comes up over there, and this comes in here, and that attaches to this there. Go. That goes there. And this. Yep. Oh, look at that. That is so freaking sweet. Yeah. And right. So I think I can start my, right. Yeah. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that lives there. All right. We are close. Yes. See, and then this. Actually, I'm gonna get you that side there. It's a little bit. Yep. A little shorter, a little squatter. All right, so now I want to put these guys, I want to put this in. Yes, I do. And I want to, those guys, let's say. Comes on there. We're going to glue that in. I'm going to give it some real coverage there. Make sure all the mating surfaces are Oh, I love it. Very happy. All right, couple coming through. So we're gonna sand those down. Wait, do I have a? I do! Yay! All right, so here is, I have one innovation in this that didn't exist before. And it is specifically around, clear away all the detritus. Great. So I have one innovation here. I've got my helping hands. I've got the battery that charges, and it can take a big battery. I got the handle that lifts this. It's lower. It's lower to the ground. Oh, right. This sits there. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? That just makes me very happy. This lives there. It hooks on the edge of my electronics cart with that. Same thing it used to, which is great. So now the question is, what is the innovation? It is this. It is that down here, you can see I've got the solder running overhand like a good roll of toilet paper, except it's coming up and around this brass holder for my soldering iron and allows me to dispense it out here through a 1 millimeter hole. And that means that I can use a little bit of this and I can keep on pulling it and I don't have to, It's a problem I was having with the solder before, is that I'm always like pulling it out and it's never where I need it to be. With this, I can literally just, I can pull it out and it comes out that hole, and it's just really, really useful. So, let's, I'll take some nice B-roll of this to show it to you. And by the way, these are without a doubt the best helping hands I've ever found, and I have not been able to find them a second time. If you know where I can get these, because I just glued these into the lock line. And I like the lock line. I didn't think that I thought about it and I played around with it, and I figured having these closer to the ground actually makes them more useful to me. So I'm not going to lengthen them right now. I think they're a fine length. And, I'm just going to hold on to that with that. And then I pop it up. All right. Dudes. Oh. 1 millimeter drill. Can you even see it? Bro, can you even see it? Look at that. Here we go. Oh, I need the soldering iron. Excellent. Let's pick it up. Let's charge it up. Doink. Yes. All right, here's some orthographic views. So if you wanted to, you could do some screenshots and make your own if you felt like it. I will be honest that I knew almost as soon as I built the first version of this that I would want to build it again. And, when did I build that? Three years ago? Sometimes it takes us a while to get around to a rebuild. Sometimes we just got to kind of really try something out and see how it fails for us and how it succeeds in order to get it all the way. And, frankly, I, like Tom Sachs, love all the extra witness marks of the reconfigurings. Yeah, I remember the first time I bought a big roll of solder like this was 1986 at my friend Davey's house in Hell's Kitchen. And I used it up over COVID. I think we covered it in a video. So that would be 1986 to 2020, 34 years. So I figure I'm not going to need to, maybe it's unlikely that I'll ever replace this. Who knows? I am most pleased with this little business. It is a very positive little arrangement. I use this thing all the time. I use this thing literally constantly. So I do want it on this. And now I feel like everything's a lot more compact. And yeah, thanks for joining me for this quickie reconfiguration of an old shop hand tool here at the cave. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, Adam Savage from Tested here. If you've ever seen the 6-inch ruler in inches and centimeters on my forearm and wanted one of your own, but you didn't want it to be permanent, well, today's your lucky day. You can now buy temporary tattoos of my measuring stick, my measuring forearm, at tested-store.com. Comes like this, goes on in about 30 seconds with a little water. The instructions are on the back. It comes off with rubbing alcohol, and hopefully it warms you up to the idea of permanently attaching a measuring device to your body, because I use mine every single day.